Hello, my name is Alex Meyer, and I wanted to quickly walk through an overview of the Dynamics 365 for Finance and Operations template roles offering from Protiviti. If you struggle to correctly set up compliance security and are worried about having users that are over-provisioned or over-licensed for what they actually need to do on a day-to-day basis, this solution is a great opportunity to address both of those issues. So what is the Protiviti template role solution? This offering, which is available on Microsoft AppSource, is a combination of security roles, duties, and privileges created by the Protiviti team tailored to accessing specific user interface elements. This makes it extremely easy even for non-technical users to be able to determine what access they actually need. This is done by creating a set of task roles and using those as building blocks to create job roles, which can then be assigned to an end user. In this way, you can easily reuse the underlying security, which speeds up your role configuration process. Let's go ahead and jump into a demo to show the power of this solution. Within D365, let's take a look at a typical security scenario. Let's say you have an end user that needs access to the accounts payable module, vendors submodule, but does not need access to anything else within here. You may start to look for out-of-the-box roles that give you access to this area, such as the accountant role. But what we will find is that if we assign the accountant role to the user, this user is going to have access to much more than just the accounts payable vendor section. So you can see here that I'm assigned this accountant role. So what I'm actually going to do now is actually revoke my sysadmin rights. I'll refresh this page. And now you can see that I have access to only what the accountant role can see. In this case, though, when I open up the menu over here on the right-hand side, you're going to notice that I still have access to a large number of modules. Even within accounts payable, I still have access to a large number of submodules within here. So is there a better way to handle this? That's where the template roles come in from Protiviti. So instead of assigning the accountant role to the user, now I'm going to go back in and actually assign the Protiviti task role that grants access to that area, which can be found by going to Users, to My User. I'm going to revoke the accountant role and actually go in and search for the task role for AP View Vendors. So you can see here that the task roles are broken out by module, in this case accounts payable, and then View Vendors allows me to see the vendor submodule within there. And you can see we have a number of other task roles in here as well for each of the other submodules in each of the areas that we support. So if I assign this View Vendors task role to my user, and then I perform the same process of revoking my sysadmin credentials, now when I come up here and refresh the page, you're going to notice that I am assuming the role of a user that has that Pro AP View Vendors task role. And now when I come over here and look at the modules, you can notice that when I come into accounts payable, I only have access to View Vendors. I don't have access to any other submodule within this area. And if I try to go in and look at the vendors themselves, you'll notice that I have view access within here. So this would be a read-only role within the vendors page. I don't have access to edit, new, delete, anything within here. So you can see how you can take these task roles and start to build those up and create job roles for your users and be very selective on which areas they have access to. Be sure to check out the links in the video description for the AppSource listing for this offering, as well as additional resources to help in your Dynamics 365 for Finance and Operations security journey. Thanks for joining.